Hello, Glitch Star. Hi, for on YouTube. Yeah. Hello, jump scare. I hit the start stream button and then realized I had some preparations to do for food stuff later. But I tend to allow the stream to start up and have a little moment before I get started anyway, so. How are you all today? You all doing good? Survive the week? I'm going to do the terrible act of consuming a sweet. One piece of sweet. Wish me luck. I'll try not to make it disgusting. Or make disgusting noises with it. Impending doom of school starting. Closer and closer, yes. And time waits for no one. For better and for worse. School will come, school will pass. Years go by. And hopefully you're learning something and having fun along the way. Not necessarily at school, but you know, doing stuff. Good things. Well, today was a crawly day. I spent some time setting up the arbitrary OBS stuff. You've done none of your summer homework? That's not great. Now, I should stop stalling and actually get going. Get started with this mess. Got this page here. Oh, and I hit something that I shouldn't be hitting. Alright. Yeah, we got... Oh yeah, the thumbnails. Away. Straight up fire. Yeah. Keep going, Glitch Star. Now we got this messy piece of page with us here today. And I'm just not that inspired. That's what happens when I'm tired. Thankfully, I've been good and taking time off in the evenings, so I'm not wearing myself out, but I am ruining the fun to some degree. Oh yeah, it's great to take breaks, and like I saw one thing. Someone just made a little comic thing. It's like, yeah. Oh, I'm so tired, but I haven't earned a break. No. Rest and breaks is not something you earn. It's part of the process. It's what you need to heal. And I keep thinking that, alright, if I'm feeling that, oh, but I don't want to do the work, it might be a sign that I'm working for too long intervals at a time. I don't want to draw this guy. I don't want to draw any of these. Oh. You guy. You. Whoop. There. So yeah, breaks are necessary. Doing the work is also necessary. Clips to do jump scare. Yeah, sorry about that. It's when I got 2 monitors and the other monitor is set as the main monitor, just so you can see my alt tabbing shenanigans and other main monitor stuff. And when the computer goes to sleep, upon waking up again, most windows are just pushed over to the main monitor. So that's what's happening. Now, Clip Studio has these loose windows that can appear, pop up. They too get pushed over to the other monitor, and so I use my hotkey powers to, for example, push this one back in its place, but sometimes it fails to lay focus on the right window, and then instead Clip Studio hops over to the other monitor. So that's what's happening whenever the jump scare happens. But you can handle that, can't you? You guys are good. Just that good. Okay, start drawing. Ah. Yeah, oh, okay, there's my problem. I haven't warmed up today. Let me just draw some silly stuff. Fluffy creature. Big, strong man. Look, it's my creature. Twitch has weird emotes. Yeah, it's quite the teenage energy. Though the fun stuff about it is how it really differs between channels, how the culture is. I think the majority of Twitch is pretty, you don't want to be there. But some people take those emotes and use them for quite fun things. That baby emote, for the streams I watch, it's usually used when... Alright, mostly it's used when someone's complaining and being a baby, but since I watch a lot of Zelda randomizer content, it's usually used when someone gets an easy seed. Yeah, this is Dwarf. I'm just drawing Dwarf now. You can't see it, but actually, Dwarf is a long creature with just long body, long legs, a goofy snout, antlers, some orb, and tail, fluff underneath tail, because I thought that was something I don't see much, and butt wings. Butt wings, my beloved. I've been thinking lately that I would be open to people drawing Dwarf as a beaked creature. If people prefer drawing beaks. Again, we're back at the birds. All my characters will just be turning into birds, slowly. But yeah, this creature, she's like a happy mix of like llama, dog, reindeer, dragon, just all the things. My birds are brainwashing me. You bet they are. Big time. But beaks are cool. I like beaks. I think I like beaks especially because they are quite challenging to draw from the front. Like, how would a beaked creature be from the front? really depends on the creature. But birds are crazy. There we are. Some Dorfin. I like if I added the beak version, then maybe we would have like huge dragon claws. It would just resemble a griff of some sort, really. Use front profile references. Yo, if you look up crows seen from the front, it is the silliest thing. It's the most non-threatening, possibly. However, some birds do look quite threatening from straight ahead, and that's like... Have you seen like into the gaping mouth of a pelican? It's kind of uncanny. It's like, you know, you register as an animal, but it feels like you're looking into a toilet. Hi, Brownie Bear. How you doing? Can you take Dorf home? No, it's mine. The dog there is my beautiful DeviantArt creation from 15-ish years ago. She's so DeviantArt core. It's just lovely. Got all these crazy colors as well. It's like pink and yellow. The pelican comes from space and infiltrated himself into the human world. Anyway, we're not supposed to be doing this, where I just need some reason or whatever to actually get started. Because I have been... I have this terrible habit of browsing art toys. Oh, great, Brandon Bear. Good to hear. And thanks, I'm doing good. It is Friday. I'm not as tired as I was last week, thankfully, because I haven't been working as hard, but I keep wanting to avoid the work, and I keep stalling starting up the stream, and I keep stalling just doing things. So, here we are. The pirates will look so cool rendered. How do you mean rendered in this context? I can't draw a body. Gotta do more like warm-up thingies. Like adding shadow and light. Yeah. Neither can you draw a body. Hey, you keep on trying. If it doesn't help, you at least you're still trying, you know? Look, it's a body. It's not doing what I want, but it's there. It exists. Whoopee! I'm not alone. Thank goodness. But it usually needs to just loosen up. What is he doing? I don't know. Jumping around? Being stressed? Thing with these oh so different character designs is that all of them have different body types, and I gotta get used to like how they move, how they act. Hello Vex, good morning. Good afternoon, I mean. I just checked the time. But that means I have to kind of get to know and feel the character before I start doing stuff. And I have to do that between all the characters all the time. You know, for huge, the old like Disney animation productions, people would be like, oh, they would be in teams that focus on one character to keep things consistent, and those films would have fewer characters than I am cramming into this chaos. Is that Simel? Somebody's here. It's the little guy. Woke up like 10 minutes ago. Nice. Friday mood. Spent all day undervolting your CPU? You're like a computer wizard. I made him too cute. I can find some Semel footage. Where is he? Let's look at some disastering happening. Look, here's Semel. He's being cocky. Don't mind the colors; they're like all temporary. But yeah, this happens. Violence. Crazy madman. Brings him down. Then what else? More violence. Look at that guy. This is some Tasman tiger dude. He's all rabid. Samuel gets hurt. But yeah, oh yeah, there's violence. Is this safe to show? And yeah, Fadil takes care of the situation, and I'll look at all these. These are all way too small to be viewed like properly in print, but I do love them. This might be the cutest picture of Semel. But yeah, he got hurt pretty bad, but it's not painful. It's fine. He's good. Anyway, that's it for Semel Hour. Now for trying to get this box fellow. He's a big box. Huge torso. And not as huge hips. You know? Now I'm drawing him too big compared to the draft, but that's fine. We can shrink that later. Add some arms for gesture. I'm so happy you like Semel so much, Star. Even if he's like... Semel is a grown guy, he's just small and not very happy about it. Can be realistic and cartoonish. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to find the sweet spot for that stuff. Alright, where does the tail go? Tail back is here. I'm going in the back, right? There's... Tail goes here. I don't always have to follow the realistic, like 3D understanding of how the box and like where the spines are and everything, but I try to follow that up as best as I can. Though sometimes it's better to choose something that looks better in favor of whatever's more correct. Alright. There's his tiny head. Because he's a big guy. I don't like it. Yeah, I so don't like it. Screw that. Always the hat? No. Oh goodness. His right fist should be pointed more inward. This one? He's right. I tend to go for, or well, I tend to end up with, it's not on purpose, but often it's this 90 degrees kind of elbow angle going on. And Captain's hair's gorgeous. Too bad it's covered by a cool hat. Ah, that's right. It does get time to shine earlier in the hair though. Somewhere? Where is he? Sorry, I'm just showing off at this point. This is me trying to avoid. There we go. Hats off. This one I'm particularly happy with. Very happy. So black, shiny. Kinda happy with this too. It's just too silly. Anyway. This is another, oh, things don't have to look perfect day. I think what's bothering me is that I'm going to draw quite a messy background and I don't like the feeling of it at the moment. And then I had a hard time imagining how it can be good. When you draw hair, you just go with a couple curved spikes and call it a day. Yeah, that works for one hairstyle. Congrats, you know, one hairstyle. Yeah, and hair types are so different. Like, whatever you decide to dig into, like, anything is just so much larger and more vast in terms of how many different shapes and textures things can be. It's wild. I for sure did not study all those things at once. It's been more gradual. I think one thing I still struggle with is clothes, just fashion design. It's still way too tempting to just put people in t-shirts. Alright, what's his mood? Grr. Oh no, it's that kind of day. Worst thing is he's going to be small enough that this is the most reasonable. Goodness. His mood is irritated. Oh yeah. The boys just did something. I still think they could be talking about like their worries and stuff instead of just being annoyed. Because he's just like, oh, if it wasn't for Rosetta, this woman here, he should have. He gotta do nerding. You like showing character personality by drawing physical traits? Oh yeah. You know, using clothing for character storytelling is pretty good. That's good thinking. Is his head too big? The hat is wrong. For sure. What even? Can I cheat? Can I just move it? It's kind of missing his head. There we go. There. You do drawings of your favorite characters? Yeah, but like fitting a lot of information in one picture, that's pretty good. It's a good challenge. Nothing bores me more than the, oh, character standing. Maybe not even a character elaborating expression, just standing. And it's a trap I walk into all the time. So I'm like, oh, I just want to draw something and not use my brain. Oh, this is boring. I hate it now. Thinking is hard. Which is a sign that maybe I should do it more. There we go. Grr. Environmental story telling us to peak. Oh yeah. The captain should look goofy, just jesting. Thank you for the suggestion. He will look angry. Oh, I gotta remember his sword. It's gotta be seen from so far away that I gotta skimp on the details. There's always, you guessed it, belt buckles. Belts in general. Who's the chillest of all the pirates? That's gotta be Miller. This guy. He's a lazy guy, but also possibly a narcoleptic, so you know, he's excused. He's quite chill. And while I do think that Ragetti is kind of a nice guy in Morris, they're more like chill idiots, you know? They will get into trouble for being dumb. Miller will get into trouble for not doing work. So, the others will get yelled at for doing the job wrong, while Miller will get yelled at for not doing the job. Alright, back to the guy. Captain's tail looks so hairy. Yeah. He's been through stuff. I can't decide whether or not he keeps the bandage. Seems like a very temporary thing. I don't think he has it. And you for sure can't see it from this far away. Yeah, I don't think I've been drawing it since they arrived at the island. That's something I want to check on later. I mean, just like when you're making a movie or something, there's always some stuff that might be inconsistent, and it's wise to have go through it and check. Just as some quality assurance. Should I bend this more? Sure. It doesn't feel like it has quite the right energy, but it's fairly good. Or at least close to good enough for such a small drawing. Okay, that's one character. I think Rino looks kind of weird. What's wrong with him? His brows keep shrinking. And his eyes a bit too small. And he kind of got like lids that, or like the corner of his eyes is supposed to be quite high up. But it quickly reads as very feminine, which is kind of okay, but I kind of struggle with drawing him actually. Yeah, that's a lot better. Nose is too small too. I know he has a little nose, but come on. Alright, Keko. Kim too is just constantly off model. I just can't get him right. One of the reasons I started up late today is that I ended up looking a bit more into like vertical format, which seems super weird on YouTube. I don't understand. And I don't understand stream scheduling. I know everything people are saying about like, oh, you should schedule your stream and that way people will get into the habit of chiming in at those and those times. But no, I'm not gonna. No stream will be scheduled. I stream when I feel like it. Now, the rest of him here is... Okay, I got his arm here. His hand out, like so. The bag. The bag is also there. Uh-huh. His other arm. Sorry for leaving, your dad called you? Hey. That's valid. Don't worry about it. And here's an arm. It looks quite cute. Alright, that's 2 characters. Maybe I'm just tired of these footprints, which are, again, too small. I think everyone here is going to be just way smaller. But they're like super small, but a bit above. Tired? Did I say tired? Yes, I said I'm tired of these tracks. Hydration break. Hydrate. Nice. Gives me a break. Oh, bird, no. Oh. Bonus break. I gotta wipe some bird droppings. Thankfully, it did not land on the floor this time. There, alright. Back at it. What I'm also noticing about the vertical format stuff, there are this plugin stuff shenanigans you can do, and while they allow you to link scenes in OBS, they do not allow for linking sources. So, like my little avatar thing, that's a source. The screen recording, that's a source. And like it is now, I would like to stay in my scene. I'm showing you my scene. And if I'm going away on a break, I want to hit that BRB thing and have the little avatar leave so everyone knows I'm gone. But I have to click the same source in both vertical and horizontal for that to work properly. And that is dumb. I can't believe we are still not living in the future. I did find a poor post about that already for the plugin in some OBS forum, and people were like, over a year ago, like, oh, this needs to happen. But it doesn't seem like it had received much attention. And so, instead, there has to be the hard work. What am I seeing? Ever so slight distraction, looking at my OBS settings. We will never be in the future. Whoa, glitch star. You're making me existential with words like that. You're not wrong though. Sounds about right. I wonder why they are not body parts spread everywhere in this shot. Your philosophy class is paid off? Nice. See? School ain't that bad. Might be bollocks, but it makes you think. Or it might feel like it's bollocks, but it's healthy. Usually. I can't endorse any school system or what people learn in school. But it's something, and it's better than nothing. You would be acing it if there was no homework. See, what you need is to get into the philosophy that gets you into doing your homework. I used to be a homework kid. I would be doing my homework, and then I would be upset when the day came to go through it. Teacher would be like, all right, pull up your homework, and then half the class would be like, oh, I didn't do it yet, I didn't do it. And the teacher would be like, all right, we'll postpone the deadline. I would be so upset. I'm like, dude, I did my homework. You just imagine there's no homework? I'm afraid the world will catch up on you with that one. I can't draw these tracks big enough. It's not possible. Yeah. Some homework is not great, not that useful, but what it does teach you is to do work on your own. And that's kind of useful when you want to accomplish things. So, I do recommend doing homework for the sake of practice doing stuff. Other than that, oh well, I can't speak for the value. I don't know what homework you have. I'm not one to judge. I think I was actually pretty old. Like 19 or 20 years old when a classmate was like, but homework isn't for learning, it's for teaching you to work. I was like, huh. What they don't tell you at school. They tell you just do the thing. I wonder if people would be more motivated of doing work if they knew, or if they thought about it. Alright, Fenderman, you gotta go. Bye. Away with you. most draining thing about school is the classmates and bullies. Yeah. However, that part of school is also valuable in how it, in its rough ways, becomes part of teaching you how to deal with that kind of stuff. It's unfortunate that there will always be people who are being bad towards others and pulling down morale. Meanwhile, they are also people who are still learning how to be people, because school is gonna school. The way they may cause consequence for others who would otherwise be well on their way, on like flourishing and stuff, finding out like where they want to go and what they want to be. It kind of sucks. But there will be people like that in several work environments, which will suck. Though probably not as much as most school environments. You just go to school to socialize? Yeah, I can't really speak for others. I was very much up to please the teacher. I wanted to do everything right. Who is this? Why is it a black silhouette? But yeah, I like doing tasks. If they don't feel utterly worthless. Like I said before, I like maths, because that helps with problem solving. It's just problem solving exercise in, well, mathematical problem anyways. You get bored very quickly when you don't have anyone to chat with. I was about to say something about being comfortable in your own company, and here I am streaming my solitary work, showing it to the world, yapping with others. Yep. Yep. Right there with you. It is good to be comfortable with like solitary work sometimes, but it's all up to preference, personality, and yada yada. Lots of stuff to figure out. Right now, it's more like I have my baseline for stimuli is a bit too high, in that I would like to have other things to think about while I'm solving these art problems. This threat sucks. Oh wait. I am totally giving in to the, oh, I feel like I want something else to occupy my brain with while I do this thing, because otherwise I'm not doing it. I also get dreadfully, in regards to solitary work, I get dreadfully depressed if I'm like working very hard for long stretches, not just hours within the day, but like if I was doing 6 hours of solitary drawing every day, I would feel so lonely. And I do feel so lonely if it wasn't for like chatting with people. But also, it feels like this kind of work is the perfect for that kind of multitasking. I say as I draw something that is awful. The group. Where's the group? Group of rats. Go. Ixishia, hello. Can't stand being alone. I like being alone for short periods of time. I like peace and quiet when I need it. But for a lot, I think I've just done so much work. I would think myself an introvert, but if I hang out with people, I kind of get hungrier for more. So while I do stuff that isn't quite group activity friendly, I feel a need to go out and talk to people, not go crazy. And also it's the amount of like how much I've been working too hard and being alone, and it has felt very punishing in a sense. That's like from having years of rough projects that have had harsh deadlines, and like talking with the people I was working with wasn't good. Like lots of stuff on top of each other. And that was wearing me out. Also the feeling of then being alone was on top of that again. It's not optimal. If I need to talk to someone, you'll be there. Neat. Yeah, it's nice of you to check on the stream. Alright, let's add a little guy. I want them to be read as a group, but they gotta be there. Wow, I'm killing it today. Hey, Nightmare, welcome back. It's only been an hour. It has. Time flies by. It has, and I can probably not stay longer for... It'll be a, sorry, short stream, maybe 4 hours. Mm. 4 hours is short, yeah. Yeah, that is me joking. I tend to watch quite long VODs from that rando streamer. Some Zelda streamer. Those videos tend to span between 3 and 12 hours. So, you know, 3 hours would be short. Am I drawing Simil? Oh, you're calling me out, calling him out, are you? There he goes. He's here in the back. Let's go, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who half of these people are, but I will not care until later. It's going way too slow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry me, I'm sorry you. I'm sorry. It's a Friday. I have no good excuse. It's just one can't perform at peak level all the time, and one shouldn't expect to. The one with the arrow pointed at it? Arrow? Arrow? I see no arrows. Or are we seeing arrows? Yeah, I point arrows plenty of places. Yeah, so far I have decided who's who. I gotta look back on the previous pages to see like what makes sense. Characters furthest from the crowd. Oh, this guy. Maybe. I'll go Razzie. I like him. He's a cutie. We'll save that for later. We will remember that. I can hardly believe like the streamer propaganda stuff about, oh, you'll grow your audience if you do all these 4 hip nifty modern tricks for streaming. I'm like, dude, no. I'm not. No. How dare the bot promote the website? Yeah, it's a coffee stream bot. You can trust it. It links to my coffee thingy. So you can trust it to promote my coffee page on the regular, pretty much. Oh, today's parrot day. I am only parroting what I'm looking at. No inventions, nothing. No new thoughts. Nightmare is asking of my favorite animal. Hard to answer. Is bird an animal? I like many animals. But I have a problem with cats because I like cats, but I cannot let them into my home, and therefore I will have to chase them away whenever they get close, so they do not spook my birds. But yeah, for anyone new, the coffee link is it links to, well, my 24-hour comics translated to English, to my comic Ella. It's fun. You haven't worked at all at your thing? Yeah. Falling into the procrastination trap? Sounds familiar. Me today. Just me all day, every day. But that's kind of scary. That feeling. So that's a sign where like the mentality begins showing that it is more a decision of doing work, and it's not as fun. I have a really small threshold or tolerance for like deciding, oh, I want to do a thing. I have decided to do the thing. It is now an objective and feels like work. I will never do it. Right, I think I'll ink these main branches. These. It's hard to draw and look for stuff. Yeah. Get up and draw. Well, all you need is pen and paper, really. Listen, glitch start, you gotta stop yapping about it, stop thinking about it. Get up and do it, man. You can do it. Trust. It's the thinking about, oh, this should be easy. I can wait. The easier part. I used to say that I was lazy in that I didn't want to have the idea of work hanging over me, and so I will get stuff done right away just to skip all that. So peak lazy is actually being efficient in removing any work that has to be done. It's just a funny idea. People don't really get it when I say it, and so they go on like protesting, like, no, that's not, you're not being lazy, you're being efficient. I'm like, yeah, but that's the point. That's my joke there, exactly. But I think it's funny. It's a funny joke. I feel like I've fallen into the inferior way of lazy more and more, where it's the thought of, well, this shouldn't be hard. It can wait. That's the dangerous one. All right, that's on drawing. I'll make a note. Note just for me. No, I think the pigeons are hungry. They should probably get food. Me too, fellas. Hey, fella. Ooh. Hey. Oh, did I scare ya? Did I scare ya? Yeah, I'm fighting the pigeon. Fighting the bird. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to spook you. Look. Don't make a mess. Should I pick you up? Should I pick you up? Hello. Hey, bird. I'm holding you now. You don't like that, do you? You don't like being held? You should probably get used to it, though. Yeah, hi. Yeah, this is spooky. It's fine. Yeah. No. And right back to fighting. Alright. Enjoy. There we go. Yeah, Nightmare. You go find that stuff. Show that stuff is boss. Alright. Back to looking at the boy pushing threes. Nightmare, welcome back. You have everything you need. Awesome. See, the worst part of getting stuff done is just thinking about it needing to be done. It's not really dangerous to be doing stuff. But that is something I have to remind myself every day, constantly. I never learn. It's kind of the struggle everyone has to deal with. Some less than others. Some people are quite good at mastering or conquering the struggle. Which is a skill. One can build that skill. Right, problem with this is that the build itself isn't quite correct, so I have to fix the proportions. There we go. His little vest goes there. He could be saying something in this one. Tänk på kul / nyttig dialog. Note for everyone. Take a note of that. Now, let's get rid of that two-dimensionality. While I want them to look surprised, it doesn't have to be like that cartoony way. Mosquitoes like your leg? I'm sorry. Give you an art challenge that is possible with pencil and paper. How big a challenge? Draw something that is in front of you and give it cat ears. And make it cute. Drawing something that is in front of you is a true challenge, actually. It is. I think of it as easy, but if I try doing it, I'm like, oh, dang, I have not practiced this. It's a good skill, though. Have I seen animation memes? Depends. I'm not into all sorts of memes, so most of them just yeet over my head. So it really depends on which ones. I think I know what you mean. Though memes in this day and age is, you could be talking about art memes or just general humor memes. But you seem to be talking about more about the art-oriented, often template-based kind of meme. Like caramel dancing, I suppose. I see very few of those. Obviously, I'm quite busy working on my own thing. I could probably do more memes, but I'm not sure if I've seen any that appeal to me. Well, I remember I had a friend who did a meme on Bowsette, as in the idea of Bowser from the Mario series becoming a princess when receiving the Princess Peach crown. But he had drawn Bowsette doing Bongo Cat stuff to the N64 Bowser theme, which was pretty good. Yeah, that's something. That's also a terrible, terrible explanation, but I hope you get it. Yeah, I don't see many of those. I've seen, I suppose, the long dancing dragon thing. This hand is not communicating what I want. Hey, Nightmare, well done. You completed the challenge. Something harder. Draw 2 creatures or people hugging or interacting in one way or another. I'm not well practiced in thinking up drawing exercises. Right, I had this sketch thing going where I did start doing layout stuff. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I deleted something. I had drawn something here and it's gone now. You're bad at anatomy? Yeah, then the exercise is for you. You can do it, Nightmare. It doesn't have to be good, you just have to complete the challenge, you know? That's the beauty of it. Alright, so what has been bothering me about this particular shot is that it is awkward and it doesn't really have the feeling of motion going on. Yeah, it's not using the whole composition space. Like, we got Reno and we got the tree piece that is falling over. But for one, it doesn't really feel like it's moving in relation to that he pushed it, or just he simply nudged it a bit, really. I think I don't like that he is basically the same size between these two pictures. Even if it's supposed to be sort of a match cut, it's not even a cut. It doesn't... I don't know, it just feels awkward. Don't know what I want to do. Maybe... Yeah, part of the problem here is that he is not... He's half turned. Maybe his body is too small. But he's also... There we go. There's something about this balance here that didn't compute. And I think this solves it. Can you see it? What's happening? Oh. The birds are making spook noises, I think, but one bird has grown a mustache. Hey, baby. Want me to take that for you? Hey. See? This was yours. Now I took it. It's mine now. My fluff. You. Will I ever kill off characters from the comic? Yes. It will happen. Parrot with a mustache? Yeah, well, pigeon, I guess. Pigeon with a mustache. Very elegant, but I'm not sure if it was tickling his nose. Still got stuff on your beak, silly goof. Maybe he ate too quickly. Birds cannot hiccup, but... Right, one other problem I'm seeing here is we know that Reno is basically standing like this, right? And so he is still standing like this. There's his tail. And the way this is falling, you can see here how straight that is by his leg. But this part, when it falls, suddenly points way past like that. When possibly the ideal here is that it does fall, but the angle it falls either suggests that it's more upright or further down the picture to feel right. I have more space in the picture, so I can actually just move this part to match. I think that's gonna do stuff that will help. So if I just bring up the color leaves, it says FG Woods, it says. Yes, okay, but can I select like one? Which one again? Can I select like one? Paste it. And these leaves. Can't see, I gotta. These leaves I want. Cut those. Add these. And we move it. Further down like that. Nice, you completed the challenge, Nightmare. That was too hard. I won't say that. You finished in less than 5 minutes or so? What? Well done, though. Good going on completing. Ah, nice. You're getting a school start refresh. Neat. I almost never get to buy new clothes. Lucky you. Sorry? No. Nothing to be sorry about. It's nice that you're getting your new stuff. That's only good fun. No, but you know, I'm grown up. I have my own money. I choose what to spend my money on, and I choose to never spend them on clothes. Partially because I feel like I don't have any money, but you know, I also find that there's a lot for sale in places. The fashion is rarely in my favor, if you know what I mean. So I'm never able to go shopping because clothing, the clothes shops won't have what I'm looking for anyway. But it's nice. Nice to get a get a new wardrobe for school. So, I hope you'll have fun finding your new fresh clothes. Oh, you're gonna draw a creature attacking someone. Sounds nice, Nightmare. That ought to be cool. Your dad knows what you like? Awesome, Glitch Star. Do I have Flumph? Okay. I will save my progress. And then I'll do a mesh transform. That is based on few vertical. They mix these up. Oh my goodness. This Japanese developed program has all the weird shenanigans going on. Let's see if I can make this work. Is Flumph the Swedish version of whoosh? I don't know. Ask a Swede. It's not a widely used word, I think. It's what I chose to have for the sound of some log falling over. Nice crispy. Okay, that's... It does feel better. It's not terrible. Now I gotta keep in mind that we're still only fine sketching things. I put a lot of effort in sketches. Depends on the mindset and mood. Also depends what you mean by effort. I try to keep things just light-minded, like easygoing, and accepting that things don't end up perfect. Level of detail? No. I mean, this mess might be looking detailed. And I do need some framework to do a proper ink effort. If that makes sense. But it depends on the thing as well. For characters, I need all the information that the character has, preferably. Otherwise, I would be like, I'll draw a blob as the hand, and when I'll fix it when I ink it, and when I come to inking, I'll be like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? This is too hard. It's too demanding work. So, no. If I put too much effort into it, I'll likely not end up bothering to finish drawing it, or at least finalizing a sketch with like inks and stuff and color. If I spend too much time on the sketch, it'll take a while until I regain the stamina to actually make something out of it. And now I'm just repeating things that are not necessary. Like this flumph text, I can make outline stuff for that. I don't have to sketch it nicely because the information is there. I just have to outline it and clean it up a little. And there are several ways of sketching, like how I've been blocking out colors for the backgrounds here. If I were to sketch these, all these leaves and these trunks, I would die. So it's a different approach, but it's still technically sketching. Okay, Reno, what are you doing? He's just standing there looking. But would he be casting a glance on the inside? Inside. The scary grotto. Grr. Maybe he would. Maybe he's that curious. I also have a habit of never actually tilting the head of characters. They are always level like this. I almost never tilt them like this while the body is doing other stuff, which can get boring. You think you would have tunnel vision on the fallen tree? Yeah, but you shouldn't estimate. Like he's an observant kid. Could be drawing a circle. There. This here, this is too rough. I could never work on top of this as a sketch. Now, this is also poorly layout work. Poor layout work. So I will have to build the character from the base shapes first, and then I can put clothes on him. You don't know what you're doing? This looks like a cow more than human. Look. There's a wide variety of people in this world. You're good. People look very different. Now, you might notice that Rino seems to have 2 short legs here. How many pages does this comic have? This is page 45 that I'm working on out of 110 for this book. And then after that, there's gonna be another book of presumably 100 more pages. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's not the amount of pages that has been keeping me from working efficiently on this for several years. It has more been the idea of the amount of pages that has been very daunting. What if you draw a standing cow with human clothes? Yeah, do that. That's some Gary Larson stuff. That's cool. What is he standing on here? Now we have this. You just write everything down? Yeah. I've been trying to write an outline several times, and it is impossible to keep all that information in check and in the head all at once. It also becomes super overwhelming. So there are things with longer stories about like scenes and how they are telling a story together, harmonizing with each other and stuff. All that stuff has been super difficult to do. He has really big eyebrows. Yes. Wonder where he got them from. Big brow. Head's too big again. Can't get that right. If I was drawing on paper, maybe I will learn to get it right. Oh yeah, this guy's got an insane makeup routine. No, he doesn't. I'm just messing. I want him to be curious about the cave as well. Like we're seeing bits of cave here. At least that's an interesting part. But is he truly standing like that? Like some clueless kid? I don't think it would. I think he would have a slightly more confident stance, even if it's like, oh dear, well, what is all this? Yeah, that's better. Hey, Chip. Chip is trying to fight me through a piece of plexiglass. Because he's a dum-dum. You can get me here. You can get me there. Here? Not there. You're dumb. Dumb bird. Look, if you want to kill me, you should get smarter. Okay? Is that a deal? His hands look bigger in the reference. His head is too big in the reference. Jeez. I can't get things right. Yeah, I made the head too small again. Ah. Such a fine thing. Has to be fine-tuned. Doesn't really matter, but it has to be fine-tuned. There, now I can start adding clothing, finally. It's just a sketch, yep. The sketch is what this is for, like the cluelessness, the do I really want that kind of evaluation. All that thinking, that's what the sketch is for. I shouldn't be fearing, like, drawing a line because, oh, it might be wrong. No. We make all the wrong lines so the ink doesn't have to. That's the whole idea. It's like, you ever see those people who are like, oh, it's just a sketch, and then you have this fully rendered picture that looks awesome, and you're like, yeah, it's just a sketch. Nice. I should draw the expression first, then the body? Not really. Ideally, the body language will be explaining a lot. And for me personally, it is so easy to get hung up, like over-focusing tunnel visioning on the face and the facial expression. And for me, if I am smart, I do the body first. My instinct is to draw the expression first, and that's why I often have these very rough drawings, just the draft drawings, where I'm like, okay, I drew the expression, which is what I care about, and then I add the body, which is totally wonky and off model and everything. But no worries, right? I guess this is looking. We make it Razi, okay? Or should I? I don't know if I should. Who else? I like Razi. It's just I like the perk that ears, and Razi doesn't have that. He has sort of the natural word expression. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like Razi. What am I gonna do when I'm done? Nightmare is asking. Done with what? Done with drawing for today? Done fighting the birds? Done with the comic? Done living? When I finish this book, I'm gonna probably take a little break and then continue drawing with the story, like drawing the next book, which will be the final one, hopefully. We hope. And then I don't know. Done with the comic. Yeah. I kind of hope that I will not be asked to participate in festivals or other like promotional shenanigans. I can be doing book signings, perhaps. But is the comic a personal project? Yes, though it is a very high chance of getting published. Like I am in dialogue with a publisher. We are doing meetings and talking about the story and stuff. And so the goal is to have it published in Norway. And so I'll ride through that. This comic has been my project for almost, I think almost 10 years. I've been working on trying to get this thing along and develop and lots of things. I haven't been very good at it. Like talking about doing your homework, I have not been doing my homework. And well, not 10 years in us continuously working on it, but it has been around for a long time. Then in 2020, perhaps, or in 19, things started rolling a bit, and I was working with the first book. But not all things about that experience was optimal. But my current life goal is to finish this comic, and once that is done, I'll do a self checkup and see like what do I feel like now. That is my plan. But yeah, the comic is personal in that sense that I have to be motivated to make something cool that I think is cool and that I want to make. I can no longer work to please anyone in the industry, because that just doesn't sit well with me. And so I don't really have the means of making money in that regard. Some people are good at it, and some people don't mind like earning money on doing, well, gigs based on other people's writing. Like I mentioned before, I'm kind of picky. So if I'm going to do stuff, it better be good. This hand sucks. Why does it suck? The sketch hand is way better, though it isn't accurate. I don't know, I can't. It doesn't matter. You could say it's just a sketch, but keep in mind that I am intending to base my inks on this. So if it is vague, I will have to rely on being in good spirits for making it look good with the inks, or if I am in a rough space, I will be clueless and it will be hard work. Too hard. We don't like hard. Oh, Nightmare. You drew my character in your style and it turned out great? Nice. That's pretty cool. We still got characters here to do. I want him to have some level of shock, but I'm unsure. Yeah, it still has to be that one. Morris reminds you of a character from Gumball? cool. Never saw Gumball. Only heard about it, I suppose. Or I've seen some shots, but I don't know like what it's about. It's just random noisy nonsense that's funny. Yeah. It's just entertainment. Things just are what they are. I still don't want to draw the captain here. But it's not much. It's not hard. His color here, the lapel there. His coat there. I keep getting his proportions wrong though. He kind of has a long neck. And I end up shortening it, or is it that it is kind of this? Yeah, okay, it's attached that way and kind of moves like so. Okay, so it's just a collar and the lapel that goes quite high up. Never mind, it makes sense. It's okay. I think what I'm dreaming of is that I can draw him with like the hair flowing across his neck, and still there is some room before the collar and the lapel. But usually in my shots there isn't. That one is a bit like fluctuating. It's fine. It doesn't matter. But we get to see his black mane again. It's cool hair. I want it. Okay, I'm failing to sketch it, but I hope that inking me will do a better job. Hair is so shiny. Yeah. It's probably disgusting. I mean, do they wash? I will not trust that they do. I kind of wonder if anyone who ever reads this will have hang-ups in regards to the tricorn hat I'm drawing. Because I have not been looking at real tricorn hats at all. There are rats and pirates too. Aren't rats pretty clean? Thought they would be. Dirtiest things? No, my precious creatures. I'm really seeing that I'm not feeling it today with this guy. I like him. I love the character design. I think he's handsome. and I am not getting the expression across. And again, there's a design issue with his nose being obscured by his huge mustache. It's great. We can exclude some of it is very clean and can't prove. Should you add color nightmare? What colors do you have access to? Yeah, you can. There should always be like room for exploring what to do. Like, you can allow for it to become something else. Fear of messing up is often not that useful, really. I have that. I have to deal with that as well all the time. But it isn't useful. Rosie looks very clean too. Yeah, Rosie looks very clean. Is he really looking like straight down on it? There, we're getting some of the shape down. When you see pink, you just think of women? Ooh. You better get those thoughts off. Plenty of men out there enjoy pink and cute colors. It's a rainbow out there. Some guys like the sassy pastels. But you know, he's got some flair to him. What do you think we see, like, crop tops? Poor guy. This dude. I respect his style. He's a fun guy. You associate pink with love and calm. Nice. I feel very stereotypical for being into pink, but that's okay too. I'm not into the pastel pink though. Gamers pastel pink? No. No. Not my pink. Hashtag not my pink. I kind of appreciate that there isn't really much gamer gear or computer gear in the colors I like. Stereotypes are there to fit us into molds? I think the other way around, but it's more comparing people to certain boxes, where the boxes are stereotypes. Like, people are seeing matches to certain boxes on you. They will be perhaps viewing you or interpreting that as like a stereotypical match. But that's actually bringing up a super me problem, which is if something is in any way hyped or popular, I will instinctively like it less. Oh, this is super stupid. It's oh, that is popular now? Oh, lame. I'm the worst. It's very embarrassing. I'm not proud. I've been learning to handle that better. But it's both embarrassing and kind of funny, I think. Alright, we're missing Keko and then we're good to go, really? Well, except for the group up there. Keko, I like you, but you have the most boring colors. The colors suit him, but he does not spark joy. I'm sorry, Keko. But the idea of stereotypes and actually the interpretation that they are there to fit us into molds, that is a scary thought. And it's probably lots of people who have that same impression and way of thinking. And that's causing all sorts of problems because people will freak out because they don't fit into any of the boxes, and they're like, "Oh, but I should be fitting into a box, shouldn't I? But I don't feel like I fit anywhere. What's going on?" Like, chill out. You're good. Boxes don't really matter. Find you're happy. Who's next to Reno? This guy? The short one? That is his father, the king. King Lucius. He claims to have invented the hamburger. For some reason, I do not trust that entirely, but I can't say it out loud so he hears it, you know? You mean in the comic? That's Keko. His best buddy, Keko. The story is very much about those two. In the previous book, Keko stole his crown because Keko, being a pirate boy and all, he's kind of a skillful pickpocket, or so is the idea. He's also terrified of rats, but he's working on that. And so when he stole Reno's crown, Reno went on chasing him because, oh gosh, if Dad finds out that I lost the crown, he's gonna kill me. And it's already been a bad day, I gotta get it back. And that ends up with Reno becoming a stowaway, accidental stowaway on the pirate ship. Yeah, Keko is a rat. He is actually Rosetta and the captain's son. He's very young, but he is kind of tall for his age. Quite lengthy. I'm not sure how is he standing? He's looking like he's standing like quite insecurely. But it shouldn't be like standing there like a spooked schoolgirl. It should be like, oh, that's weird. But yeah, So, Reno and Keko are becoming buddies. They're having fun. It's nice for Keko to have someone his own age around. Who looks very relatable. Average 10th grader. Yeah, perhaps. I really don't know how I want him to be appearing. Because I've been drawing him a lot, like holding on to the strap of his bag. But he can do so with both hands, maybe. I do like Keko, but I think maybe I don't find him so as interesting. Might be the problem I have with him. But yeah, he's a good pickpocket. I don't get him to perform that skill much. And it wasn't really pickpocketing the crown either, it was just him literally picking it off Reno's head while Reno was in a cart with an open window. You messed up the colors? Oh, nightmare! That's too bad. But it doesn't... Does it, like... It's not that much of a problem, is it? You got to explore something, it didn't work out. You might have learned something. You wonder how mad the king is about this? Yeah, he's mad. Also, hello, Revenge Chipper. Yeah, King is real mad. He's on his way to the island. But in the previous book, the pirates kinda sorta ruined the ship that was made for the expedition. And so they had to sail back and regroup. So he's a bit behind on things. Of course, he's upset. Oh, this feels like it has been going on for too long. It's taking a while. I'm actually going to get up and stretch. You wonder what the king is doing while the pirates are doing their things right now on the island? Since the expedition started, it has been some weeks. So at this moment, they're at sea, trying to catch up. And the king has hired some guys to help with the expedition. But we'll see. They're not the best of friends. Let's put it like that. I'm trying to pull on my arms in all sorts of angles just to shake loose a bit. This old body is crackling up. Just joking. I'm not a fossil yet. Explorer, hello! Hydrate. Hi, I'm doing good. You caught me mid-stretching, and now you want me to hydrate? Alright. Thank you. That's very good. This page is something that I've been working on, and like, while I have been viewing it from afar, as in I have been observing it, upcoming in this little overview, I've been thinking that, alright, this page is going to be easy. It doesn't have much information, yet I am dreading to start on it. And I have been dreading. It has been going very slow. It seems like any page I think is not going to be challenging is just going to be slow, because I don't know what happens. Like, am I slacking? What's going on? I don't truly know. But and there was nothing more. No more. Maybe I don't want to draw right now. Yeah. I usually just don't. Yeah, you probably learned by now. I don't like working. But it's it can be really rough. It's like bothering to take your clothes off to go in the shower, or bothering to get out to take a walk. All healthy stuff. It's also well and good whenever you've gotten out and you're doing the thing. All amidst that, everything's grand. Everything's great. And I have that constant, no, I don't want to shower, because it's effort to pull the clothes off. I should take a break right now, but I just stretched. I did my stretchies. We can ink Keko. He seems unthreatening. Don't you think? So I gotta make sure that I'm targeting the character back. I need more than just a stretch. Midstream break time? Guys! But I'm working on this easy, should be quick to finish up page. I'm just gonna ink Keko here. You're just worried. Oh. But Explorer, you just got here. I can't leave you like for a 10-minute break when you just got here. That would be unfair. I just want to taste the ink just for a bit, you know? Like you guys know, I like inking. Bird, what are you doing? The bird is on the living room table, flapping wings. You tasted ink. It doesn't taste good and smells even worse. Yeah, don't actually taste ink. It is bad for you. It may be hazardous to consume. Not for internal use. See how I can partially follow along, like pay attention to where I am, what parts I'm drawing of him, even if it's mostly hidden by the plants. There he is, the boy, the little boy. Easy. That's finally one step closer to where we want to be. Ink stinks. Yeah, there are various types of inks. I do think India ink might not be very good smelling. Oh, nightmare is off for 10 minutes. Alright. You expected blueberry juice? Jeez. Alright. You guys are right. I should be taking a break. I haven't had my lunch yet. So I'll oh, I just remembered. I boiled some water earlier because I was making tea. The tea was not made. Ever. Alright. I'll be hopping hopping off BRB for a while. Like so. I'll be back in a few minutes. Try to consume some nutrients for you guys. Right. See you in a bit. Hello. I am returning. Hi, welcome back, Vex. You went around your house with a measuring tape for a new LAN cable installation? Nice. You now know the difference between stuff and such? Very nice. My break was nice. It jump scared you? Sorry, Explorer. That's how it goes. That was a good break. Nutrients were had. Nice, welcome back, Nightmare. So what we got in front of us is colors that are quite intrusive. I suppose we do continue on. It is ink time. Do you think we managed to get most of the characters' ink throughout the next hour? I can't believe there's just jump scaring happening. I have no way of announcing it other than like the visual. You know, half the reason that I pop away a little PNG tuber avatar is that you'll be able to tell when it pops back. You can expect me to be back and start yapping. But I suppose jump scares will happen nonetheless. And I find that extra funny because that's a thing with the streamers I watch as well. Please scream into the mic next time I come back. I don't plan to. I'll make no promise. Nightmare got jump scared by a really horrible drawing. Explorer, here's a trick for you. Lower the volume of your device. It's that easy. Draw a circle? Alright, here's one for you. Whoa. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. No, really. I noticed people out and about. Not only is it bad that people are keeping audio on their phones when they're outy abouty, out in public, but also they have stuff on full volume. And I cannot comprehend how people manage to just survive the level of audio. Because it's super loud, and whenever it's loud, it's just too hard to tell what's being said anyway, so I really don't understand the speakers on max thing. Welcome back, Glitch Star. Yeah, you missed a jump scare. How could you? But I think Explorer got scared enough for the both of you. So you're good. Volume button broke. Many devices have other means of editing the volume nowadays. You almost got a heart attack, Explorer? You're too young for that. You're strong. You can handle a little jump scare. Excuse me? What was that? There was a loud noise that... Oh, okay. There's a small ceramic bowl that is slightly oval, but very small. I think the bird stepped on it, and it made a noise. Mystery solved. Birds are building their new device to capture the world. Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone. I'm not quite sure if I'm finding the piece with inking today, but that'll just have to do. Oh, how I wish I could be trying out Wacom Intuos 4 XL tablet. I tried to do a short search and it gave me nothing. But I suppose that's partially Google being bad. But I couldn't find it on eBay. Omnidimensional Rifter, hello! Yes, welcome to my stream. I am drawing a comic panel indeed. We're inking. We've spent most of today, this afternoon, sketching and complaining and yapping, lots of yapping. And we're finally moving on to the fun part, which is inking. I do love my inks. Inks are fun, and it's kind of, I suppose, hand coordinational work that doesn't require as much thinking. You just like the flowing of lines happening. Well, also when they don't really match. There he is. Is it visible other places? Yes. Partially. Here. Yeah. How's your day going? Goodness. How's your day going? There. We got the boys. And it's time for at least one rat. I will be postponing these guys. This man. Oh, he's a cutie, but he's gonna be tiny. Oh, but I'm also drawing with like a huge brush. Just actually, for this one as well, I should be focusing on the outer structure of things. Like get the contour lines out first. Belt buckles. My nemesis. Why the belts? Looked important. What are you doing with it? Also, I just can't let a line pass if it doesn't fit the buckle. Bulky body. Yeah. The captain is a strong man. Captain is a tank. Yeah. Does Captain care about his crew? Yeah. I think he's a good-hearted captain. He does care, well, to some extent. He kind of hand-waved the loss of several crew individuals in the last book, and that was, to a larger degree, just a writing mishap rather than me wanting it to be like that, which is another thing to fix for the never happening film adaptation. They can fix it. It's basically they had raided the king's ship, found the map, and in the process they lost several crew members, and he's like, hat off. Oh, may they rest in peace. Anyway, moving on. You're the worst artist you've seen because you've only seen yourself and talented people. Interesting take, Nightmare. Yeah, I'm talking this YouTube chat. But it's common to be comparing oneself to people who are more skilled and everything. But truth is, like, experience differs between people. There is no real good reason to compare across age and skill and like everything. People learn in different ways and at different paces. And being good is not, well, I for sure care about being good, but I had it easy. But it's okay to be bad. The most important thing is having joy for what one is doing. Like, it's not crucial to be an expert at everything. Says I as I draw this beautiful pirate captain with what seems like a tiny hat compared to his head, but he's gonna be very small. We'll barely be able to tell like it's him. So it's good enough. Has any of the members faced scurvy by any chance? No, I'm not well read upon these things. Scurvy is when you... No, Rosetta is a good cook. We got a good woman with a good sense of nutrition and stuff. And the crew is well fed. No, none of them have suffered scurvy. It's a highly unlikely setup. An unlikely crowd. And I just have to roll with it. Ha ha. Ah, Lexi, hi. And Seven Carson, hello. Nice to see you, peeps. How are you doing? Do I want this to be a larger brush? Yes, I do. Alright, Explorer, you're going to have dinner? Nice. Have a nice meal. Thank you for dropping by. There's one thing I've never really addressed in this comic this far is that, alright, so Reno has had a ponytail, but he's also been at sea for a few weeks. So, in theory, his ponytail should be longer. And I have no decision, no reference, nothing that shows me like how long it should be. And so I'm partially forgetting it, partially winging it. Should you do a lore comic? If that is exciting, yeah. Yeah, you should. If it is more exciting to not have the lore comic, nah, you shouldn't. But people like lore. Sometimes people follow up. They consume so much lore, like, I can barely keep up with anything. Look at us, we're inking. We're following up on just some very simple shapes for once. It's constantly raining in the Philippines. Is it rain season? Oh, alright, you going, Savion? Have fun. Oh, is school cancelled due to the weather, Alexei? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, oops. Right, like so. You can't meet your friends. That sucks. Oh, you like my streams, Glitstar? Thank you. That's super nice. Makes me glad. I'm also enjoying the streams. Sometimes find myself yapping, smiling. As I yap on about whatever it is. And right now I'm being kind of quiet, but that's okay. I'm progressing. We're doing well so far. Oh, it's early morning in the Philippines. Well, good morning to you, Alexei. Or is it evening? I'm stupid, maybe. My mouth is cooling down? What do you mean? Cooling down from taking a break? Don't say that. I'm just, for once, more focused on like looking at what I'm drawing and enjoying the line art. Oh yeah, Alexi, I'm sorry. I should have asked. I should also understand how time zones work, but I don't, because I'm stupid. So good evening. What, Glitstar? What are you apologizing for? Now you got me all confused, Glitstar. Yeah, don't worry about it, Glitstar. Don't worry. I also have the memory of a goldfish, so I lose track easily. I think all of us are getting tired. I'm doing good though, I'm fairly happy. This is my main reason, or like the main argument for me to keep going whenever I'm drawing and working on something is like, but I do enjoy the inking. I love inking. Makes me happy. Makes stuff feel right. And I shouldn't be thinking so hard about like the amount of work it is or how challenging it is. Because those thoughts only make me want to not do the thing that makes me happy. Hey, Casey Trans White Knight, hello. Good afternoon. Hey Casey, watch your mouth. You better use the You better address me properly, or I'll unmod you. I keep thinking that, even if it's funny that I wrote that Gru's text, I would like it to be just an emote that is just a plain text in the Twitch font. That spells it right. Also, hello everyone, Ewad. We're here, we're drawing. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also tired. Did I learn 2D animation? Yeah, I know some 2D animation. Or are you talking to Glitchstar? I'm sorry, I'm just blindly responding to chat. I can't keep up with the lore of you guys. You didn't know I had a mozzarella? Yeah. I kind of want to do more of them. Because it is silly. Oh no. What do you think, Casey? Should we be making more Ella emotes? You don't agree? I have no positive Ella emotes. Someone's up late playing games, huh? That's unfortunate. If it gets in the way. Right. Those lines on top of like speed lines kinda harmonize together quite well. Adds to the speed. That's interesting. 3 hours. Yeah. 3 hours into the stream. And we might call it on the 4th. We'll see. This is going well. It's okay to be slow. Now I'm gonna still use, since this is the main plant, I'm going to use, like, target the character layer for this one. Spot the main character trunk plant. And shrimp! Oh, I just leaned back. Now I'm kind of in a laid back shrimping position, and you're going to take it away from me? No. Yeah, everyone got their own pace. Alright, Casey. I'll unshrimp. Just for you. Thank you for reminding me. Hydrate. By the way, I keep thinking that maybe I should have some on-screen things happening when the redeems are in. Thank you. I am hydrating on some instant matcha latte. Which isn't exactly top quality, but it's nice. Tons of sugar though. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a it's an instant matcha latte with flavor of mango. So it's like matcha milk with mango on top. Kind of weird, but fun to try. Every time I find something matcha oriented, I'll be like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be crap, but I will have to try it. Because I love matcha and I love exploring foods. Now, Casey, how are you doing? I hope you're in good health. You're hungry after beach. Ooh. So it's a matcha with coffee milk taste that is also a mango flavored drink. Well, it's not coffee milk taste. Well, just milk. Edge. Now, I'm not exactly impressed by how I'm drawing this plant here, but it's more important that we see that it is a plant of some sort. I wonder, will I be able to turn this around? Give it some direction. Like this. Yeah. Should it have more drag? Yeah, it should. Fix that. They're not like super flexible, but they are also falling. But that's good enough. We got a plant and it's falling. Though actually I might be cheating a bit. Stretching this. Stretching it like so. And then use my liquify tool to nudge it a bit to kind of fit the arc better. Reminds me of a bamboo tree combined with a tropical plant that has thick leaves. Yeah, it's based off the elephant bush, which is a small plant. Specifically, I've been trying to replicate the rainbow bush. Lagariafra. I don't know how you say any of those things, but Afra. It's a thing. Core idea with the nature on this island is that everything is sort of, either spiky or really, really big succulent plants. For no other reason than being exotic, really. Now, do you notice how this area here is kind of, it feels very straight. These two leaves have like the same energy going on. I don't like that. I'm gonna change it. Oh, but I gotta change it in the character layer. I'm gonna flimps this back a bit. Or up. No. Down like so. Because I say so. There. Plant. It is falling. Now, none of these characters really inspire me at the moment. But I gotta remember, I like the captain. I also gotta remember his little chip in his ear. Oh, this is a small brush. Goodness, also this. What the heck is happening to the flow? This, like so. He's got a ring in his ear. Captain is very detailed. Oh yeah. He would be terrible to animate. As much as I love him, I'm not sure if I could pull it off. There, apply that. Now we're on with the hair. Let's first maybe a hat. I suppose the very worst part would be his tricorn hat, if I have to be honest. I'm gonna share a secret. The previous drawing of the captain's fabulous hair that I showed you earlier, I don't remember how I drew it. Oh, finally, Alex's brother stopped screaming. Nice. Goodbye. Sleep tight if you're going to bed. Hope you get some peace. Now that's sort of the base of what's going on with the hair. I'll have to look more into it later. First, we gotta get the main shape of him down. It's half annoying that I don't have any reference of the hat on this sheet. Like, Kekko has tons of reference going on. Like, you have reference for his eyes, his hair color, his mouth, and even his messenger bag, which is barely visible ever. His knife, the sheet, how it's attached to the his shorts, and the backside of his shorts to show like where the hole for the tail goes. Kako is just the most detailed one in this sheet. Well, I guess Fadil is a good number 2. Fadil actually lacks most of his tail. This guy. This is the dev art who created this character, and I've made an adaptation. It has the stupidest mechanism going on with his arm. What happened to Fadil's tail? Don't know. Might be someone chopped it off. Or maybe that's the story he likes to tell. Maybe he got it just snipped off by, like, in between some rope at some point. Like a doofus. No, but either he lost it in a fight or he lost it in some other kind of accident. Oh, I'm seeing things. He actually got some hair there. Do you know what happened? You can't say it? Is Fadil a madman? Well, he does enjoy a good fight. He does enjoy performing violence. He will wake up and choose violence any day. All day, every day. Which, it did save Samuel when the savage Tasman tiger attacked him. Don't know if the really ruining the Tasman body was like a necessary part of the rescue, but you know, it's a good excuse to be violent. For that scene in particular, I had a I wanted to look up like realistic ways of breaking a person's arm. It's like, and realistic ways of knife use. Don't look that up. It's messy stuff. Very cynical. Fascinating, but also scary. Like, don't put that stuff into practice unless you're like in the army or something. Oh, welcome back, Nightmare. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Nightmare. That's really nice. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone who is checking this out. Watching me work. Watching me do my thing. It's both fun and I suppose algorithms do like it when people are using the mechanics to say, I like this. So thank you. It really helps. Helps me spread the word. And welcome back, Explorer. Hi. How was dinner? Hydrate. Oh. Thank you for the hydration. Excuse me if I'm being a bit slow. Even if I'm not working as hard as it was previous week, I am still feeling it. And I'm going to continue feeling it, because I will have to continue pushing, moving on, being here. Your favorite? What's your favorite? I must know this knowledge of food. Surely. You can spare to share. Okra? I've heard of it. Oh. Looking good. It's a chili thingy. That isn't a chili. And it can be cooked in various ways. Cool. Ah, welcome back, Glitchstar. It's okay, no one has missed anything. I'm just attempting to remember how I drew some hair the other day. As in, a couple of months ago, really. It's a local thing? Nice. I've seen the name before. I wonder if there are some places around in town who serve it. But I don't know which. Hair gotta be one of the top 5 hardest things to draw. I don't know. It's a subject, like many other things. And the principle of hair is that you lump things together. Like, you have the general shape of the hair going on. And within that, you can do all various stuff. Like, is it layers of longer and longer hair? Or is it just long and straight? Like this? And it's often when they explain it for like anime stuff, it's like, okay, you have the hairline or whatever. And yeah, anime, totally. And then you do like groups of hair going on. Thinking of like where the hair comes from and how long it is. It's not hard, but it's something getting used to thinking about. Like they can be like just a pile of bananas pointing out, and you'll be making like strands of hair all over the place, but not everywhere. They kind of cluster. You can do lots of like bananas, or they could be like squigglies. I have my character Cass has like this. Let's see, this general shape, but it like from here, this spot, it kind of it's the bottom. It's the end of the strands. But the rest are like lumps of these squiggles that are stemmed from around the same area. And while the bottom, I don't really detail it that much, but they all stay within like the basic shape of things. This is a very good example. Or you just have someone's hair being like this, or like this. Lots of opportunities, lots of possibilities, lots of things to do. So, not sure what necessarily is the hard part about it. Is it making it look realistic? I find getting into hair types and stuff is kind of fun. I don't practice it all that much, but it comes naturally. Like I'm naturally forced to practice whenever I want to draw a character. And see, now I'm working on different layers. Doing black on a whole different layer to sort of follow the original lumps I drew. And try to like give an idea of the shape, but also not over detail it. It's like making it look natural. Yeah. That can be hard. I like to... I'm not even sure if I do make it look natural, but I want stuff to be fluid and how does one put it? I want it to have a pleasing shape. Alright. Nightmare's keyboard is getting crazy. That's okay. Adds to the engagement in my chat. Thank you. Alright, have a good one if you're living. But yeah, making hair look natural is I mean, first step is to start doing it. Start trying to get it right. And with that trying, you'll slowly build the intuition for making stuff look nice. Can be hard. I mean, finding the answer for why something doesn't quite look right, it can be. Can be hard. Alright, Nightmare, bye. Might be more than the volume button that is broken. What software do I use for my PNG tuber? It's called a VideoTube. I'll spell it. VideoTube Mini. I don't know how you say it even. But it's a cute little app. It is on a green screen filter, like a chroma key. So it's just this green window with my little puppet creature. It's free software, indie develop, simple to use. I think I had to read that README for understanding exactly how to deal, but it's fairly simple and didn't require much. I mean, the most effort is bothering to draw the thing, which I felt lazy that day, and it works. So, good app. Do recommend. Very cute. Okay, I've spent enough time on this hair. Fine, I'll move on. Okay. Don't be... Fine. Now we can have Reno. Reno looking shocked. He does need an English name. For a while, I was calling him Marufert. That was more a mock name. But all that stuff just disappeared. Idea was that the captain doesn't really care about him and constantly forgets his name. But now it's not important. Rashford? Because he's a pain in the butt? I like that. I also got a thing for just usually short names. I like short names. Short names doesn't take up much space in like a balloon. It's kind of the idea. Is this just not right? Yeah, I'll have to figure something out. I have no huge opinions. I wish I could make a comprehensible sheet of like certain language translation things I would have opinions on. Because I don't really know how translation works for publishing. I did, a couple of years ago, I did sign a deal with one publisher for going abroad with this comic, but that stuff didn't really go anywhere. And so at a point I ended up getting the rights back, or I asked for getting the rights back because I was like, guys, is anything new happening with this? No, actually, we haven't really done anything because we're waiting for the continuation of the story, so we want to see what happens first. And I'm like, oh, in that case, can I have my rights back? Because if you guys are not intending to actually do any work, I will not leave the rights to you. And they were super cool about it and very nice, and I super appreciate it. Thank you, publisher people. That is not necessarily something that will just obviously happen. I think bigger publishers might be harder to work with in that. And that's a lesson for me to not blindly sign any contract or blindly assume stuff that I haven't really cleared out. Damn company's not being greedy for once. Yeah. Yeah, well, the Nordics is a small place. Publishing is a small business. And I think especially when it comes to pushing things abroad, some publishers are getting more practice with that. When it comes to comics, that is. But it's a huge problem with the general publishing industry in Norway and the Nordics in general, perhaps. Which was a problem I had also when doing just illustration work as freelance. Nobody tells you anything. No one is ever interested in letting you know how they do things around here, how things are typically performed, and what is typically agreed upon. Everyone just assumes that you know what bleed is, what color profiles are, what lots of technical things. And often the editor doesn't have this knowledge. They will just parrot whatever the designers are telling them that they need. Which I don't really know whether or not those designers who actually put the book together, I don't know if they are in-house, like hired, or if they too are just freelancers who are overworked, not getting enough pay, and overall become a grumpy bunch. Because I've been trying to do some direction on those things and got fairly salty answers when I tried to be like, oh, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we fix it this way? Can we do some edits here? I would get very passive-aggressive answers to that and be like, but okay, so this was obviously wrong. person got angry, but do no one have a clue that maybe I need some information on how you typically do stuff? And so that kind of annoys me. No one knows anything, nobody cares to explain anything, and then it's just this mysterious beast that many things are not ideal. There are things that need oh, what do you call it? Verhandling. When you work at an agreement. You're supposed to be doing that, but if you try doing that, some companies will lead you to believe that no, we do this in this particular way, and they will be like, oh, we'll totally overwork you for money, just to rip you of your happiness and your soul. Yeah, I wish there was just more forgiveness in that area in terms of understanding that it's not obvious that not everybody knows everything, basically. And while I could have fronted my suggestions as like, hey, I've never done this before, but I would like to do this and that, someone would have known, someone could have explained that, and it would have made it easier on everyone involved just to like have me not be obnoxious for asking, hey, can we do stuff like this? Can we do like that? Can we set up the book so I see how the placement goes? There are tons of books that are made that I really envy for being just well designed, good layout, like really seems like it's made with a lot of heart. And I feel almost none of the books I worked with had that heart. So I'm like, where are these people? Where are the good people? Because I'm so often disappointed by what the end product becomes. How do people manage to actually make those cool, dreamy books that are well thought through? So now I'm just yapping about frustrations about the book industry, but yeah. In comic-wise, there are not many like contract issues going on other than the part that publishers don't necessarily tell you what room there is for you to form the agreement, which is kind of not really nice. Okay, I'm seeing that Reno here, his whole torso is just too big compared to his trousers. His butt. There. I'm shrinking him. Sad. Yeah, that is like that whole publisher experience is why I found out that, alright, I am better off working on my own thing where I have the vision, I have my opinions on how I want stuff to be, and with the experience I have, there is less room for people to be idiots and have bad taste. And if there is bad taste, it is probably my own. I will not argue with that. How far are we in? 3.5 hours? I gotta check on some stuff. Time has passed. Yeah, it does. Time flies. I should actually get up. I should get up and stretch. Nobody redeemed it, but I can make use of the occasion and get up, grab some more water, making kitchen noises. One of these days, I should probably check, like, listen back to what it sounds like when I visit the kitchen. Hydrate. Corporations are annoying. Yeah. You do hear water being poured. Yeah, it's taken from the tap. Yes, I'm hydrating. Very good. Sounds very close. Ooh. Yeah, there are probably some audio optimizations I could do, but I choose not to worry about it. Hope that's okay. Let's have a look at Lugin. Lugin from behind is... So he's got this long hair, but I don't know how it works on top. It's like the same color. Am I gonna draw Lugin and then hop off? I don't know yet. I'm corresponding some with other creatures that I share this world with, and might be there's not much else happening today for me, so I'll see. For now, I'm quite happy with where things are going. Of course, ideally, I would love to finish this entire page, because that would keep me azure, like up to speed with how many pages I should ideally get done. But then again, if I am tired and it is Friday, then I could also take time off. So I don't know yet. We'll have to see. No, I'm messing up the inks. Arrgh. Does this even look like... Yeah, I'm not impressed. I want to see some cheeks. They don't have much, but some sign of like 3D stuff. But yeah, I don't really know yet. Either I'll go on for 15 minutes more and quit there, or I'll just go on till I'm tired. Birdie. Cute bird. Actually, I would like to do some. Could be fun to do some animations. You're already tired and you're not the one drawing. Yeah, this is slow TV. To be fair, I won't be kicking you. Be good to yourself as well. If you need a break, you should have a break. It's like watching Bob Ross paint. Yeah, let's grab that son of a gun and do some happy little strokes. Right there, just like that. As it goes. I want this guy to show a little more disbelief. Razzie, where you at? Oh, I gotta make sure to. One trait with Razzie is that he does have quite a big nose. He's a big nostril rat kind of creature. You're probably gonna learn Norwegian just so you can read my comics? Nice. I support that. That's also cool. Cool reasons to learn Norwegian. There are many other good comics in the Norwegian sphere that are worth reading. My stuff is kind of slow production-wise. The last couple of years, there have been quite a few comics coming up, and the people behind it are just super productive. It's very impressive. And while I've been struggling with this one book and this entire story, they have been pumping out books like crazy. But yeah, there are lots of skilled people out there. You're not gonna sleep? It's a stream that is chill and makes you eepy. Neat. EP stream. Oh, I gotta get this mouth working. I was thinking maybe I will be trying to like do a Twitch raid after this. Yeah, this works way better. You know, sending viewers to someone else who is live. But we'll see who's on when I finish. Still I don't know. I have the feeling that I should be drawing Keko as well before calling it a day. Might be I'll leave it there. His arm is just doing stuff. Then we have the whiskers. Let's not forget. It's so, so nice to talk with me. Aw, thank you. Yeah, this ain't any high-speed work, and I don't feel like I'm exactly a high-speed brain. And it's nice. It's again, part of why streaming and working like this works so well for me is that the drawing is kind of slow. And while it is rewarding, my mind goes on too quickly. Does the captain even have whiskers? Yeah, I mean, it's basically his moustache. It's just this huge cluster of long fur and the whiskers where they should be. But I don't think Manny could really pull that off. He's just lucky like that, I guess. Alright, I'll put off that black for a while. No, not quite getting the feeling of Keko's chin here. Not feeling his face shape. The right side of Razi? Kinski? I don't know, just a big guy with boots. The most Scottish mouse. I'm not sure what a Scottish mouse or rat would look like. Yeah, he got the sideburns. It's just so funny how there's honestly not huge logic behind any of these designs. Some have hair with different hair color, some just run with their, well, bald, furry head. Traditional Scottish people have beards on their sides. Oh, I never knew. Just like Scrooge McDuck. I wonder what the Scottish actually think of Scrooge McDuck. Ah. Nice observation, Glitch Star. That is right. These guys vary in hygiene. Well, then again, that too doesn't really make sense because, well, for the rodents specifically, if their body mechanics is that of a rodent, they should be growing out those teeth. But is it intentional? Yeah. Some of the designs look better when they look a bit dirty in terms of having those yellow teeth. And especially, can you imagine Fadil with just a white, charming smile? He would look rather nice, wouldn't he? Yeah, so I'm playing around with that. Not everyone shares the colors, but for character design purposes and for like comic cast coloring purposes, don't do that. Keeping track of like who has the yellow teeth and who has not is stupid. Hopeless. Don't be me. It's just so much work. Slowly getting there. This is Keko's tail all the way over here. And there is. We did it, guys. We did an effort. We got places. We drew some hair. We drew Rosie. Drew the boy. I'm actually quite happy with just the back of his head here. It's something real good. Also, I'm quite happy with this. This will be too small for anyone to notice, but he will live forever in my heart. It's very cute. I gotta do the rest of the boys here sometime later. That's alright. Something for some other time. Now, remember to save your progress, folks. And then, what am I gonna do? I'm going to... There's this multiple output thingy. I'm going to say... Actually, yeah, I'm also streaming to Picarto, and I don't know whether or not there are anyone chatting. But... Sorry if I'm not responding to Picarto chats. You gotta be in Twitch or YouTube for that. And... with that, I'm off. Bye bye, Picarto. Thank you for watching. I'll probably see you again soon. And with that, I've stopped the Picarto stream. Let's see. Whoa. We got the outer screen. Am I taking a break for tomorrow? Yes, I am. It is the weekend and I got stuff to do. So it'll likely be that I'm not usually streaming on weekends unless there's something... well, unless I have the time and will to. Otherwise, as you can see, I mainly stream during my work hours because I'm doing work. Which is how this works. But yeah, I'm just gonna say bye-bye YouTube. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.